My man Aaron was dealing tonight. Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Phillies Stats video cast. Today we're going to recap tonight's spring training game between the Philadelphia Phillies and the New York Yankees as the Phillies defeat the Yankees by a final score of 4-0 as Aaron Nola was just completely dominant in this one, a 9-strikeout performance in just 6 innings of work. Now, guys, before we get into this video, please subscribe if you have not yet. Please turn on the notification bell. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video, and let's get into this. Now, what a great performance here for the Phillies. Aaron Nola, a 9-strikeout performance, unbelievable. 6 innings, he was dominant. He was just absolutely dominant. I mean, he was really struggling so far this spring training. There was some uncertainty. He was named the opening day starter this afternoon by manager Joe Girardi. He was having some trouble, and look what he does tonight. Opinion changed. Opinion changed. I mean, all the Nola haters were coming out of the woodwork. Am I right? You know, hating on the guy and saying, "Ah, my goodness gracious! I mean, is this guy even good?" Look what he did tonight. Look what he did tonight. I mean, an unbelievable performance. I know we couldn't watch it on TV, of course, but unbelievable. 9 strikeouts. He was just absolutely dominant. Juan Rojas with a great acrobatic play out there in center field. I mean, unbelievable. Just unbelievable. The future. My oh my. We did get to listen to this game on WIP, but Aaron Nola's start tonight just was awesome. This is the Phillies Stats player of the game. Aaron Nola, 6 innings of work, 9 strikeouts. He was dominant. Didi Gregorius coming to this game, a little cold. He hit a home run tonight. Rhys Hoskins joining in on some action with that RBI single. We have a lot to talk about in this one. Let's start the scoring summary. In the 10th and 3rd inning, Rhys Hoskins singles on a ground ball to right field. He went the other way, which is just so promising. We all know that Rhys has the tendency to want to pull the ball to left field. He ends up hitting it to right field, which is very, very promising. And Ronald Torreyes scores, the former New York Yankee, and it gives the Phils a 1-0 lead. This was against Jamison Taillon of the New York Yankees. So Rhys, I love this. I mean, as I keep saying, I love an opposite field hit. I just love an opposite field hit, especially from a pull hitter like Rhys, who loves hitting the ball to left field. Now we get to see a little oppo action, which I just love to see. I'm dying for it, and hopefully we could get to see it out more. And then in the top of the 4th inning, Jeff Mathis, a guy who, as I keep saying in all my videos, probably will not be making the team. He doubles on a fly ball to left field. Roman Quinn scores, and it is now a 2-0 ball game. That was Jeff Mathis' second double of the spring. So once again, Jeff Mathis, he has had a decent spring. He's been okay. We all know he's not going to make the team, but he's been decent. He's been very, very decent. It's kind of a shame because I think he's a good guy. He develops good relationships with the pitchers, and it's just kind of a shame that this guy will not be making the team. It's the Grim Reaper. It's the Grim Reaper from Joe Girardi, and he doesn't like to do it. I've been bringing this up a lot in my videos with the Grim Reaper about, telling guys news they don't want to hear and sending guys down. And the Phillies had a little action today with, Rondon and Brian Mitchell. We'll get into that maybe a little bit later. But a 2-0 ball game. Then in the top of the 7th inning, former New York Yankee Didi Gregorius, he homers on a fly ball to right field, a 2-run shot. That also scores Rhys Hoskins, and it is now a 4-0 Phillies lead. That was Didi's second home run of the spring, and I love it because it's against the New York Yankees, his former squad, and the Phillies going in with that score 4-0 your final. As it's just so great. This is our last game at George M. Steinbrenner Field this spring. We cap it off with a win, a 4-0 win, a dominant start from Aaron Nola tonight. 6 innings, 9 strikeouts, completely dominant. He was just completely dominant, fooling guys. And I know we couldn't listen to it. I know we couldn't watch it on TV. We got to listen to it on the radio. We didn't really get to see it. But just hearing the calls were just unbelievable. It kind of felt like I maybe was watching it. Because, Scott Franzi does such a great job, describing these games. And so it just made me kind of feel like I was there watching. Because it's just like Scott Franzi just does such a great job. I'm a huge Scott Franzi fan. And also Kevin Franzen does a good job, adding some color. Kevin Franzen kind of taking Larry Anderson's spot. Larry Anderson, we all know that he's kind of phasing out of that, heading into retirement. He tried to retire and then they brought him back to do home games, and now he's just trying to, get away. He's getting older. So, Kevin Franzen now kind of, taking that role now of Larry Anderson, which is kind of nice. He's done a very, very nice job. I've been very, very impressed with Kevin Franzen, but Andrew McCutcheon in the leadoff spot tonight. I mean, he's been very, very good, but had an 0 for 4 night tonight. And Joe Girardi's letting these guys, I mean, it's the final week of spring training. He's time to let them, he's not just giving them 2 at-bats. He's now letting them get, 3 to 4 at-bats. Rhys Hoskins, a nice 3-hit night. Rhys needed this. The big fella, man. A 3-hit night for Rhys Hoskins, man. He needed this. Give him a hand for Rhys, man. He needed this bad. He really, really needed this bad. A run scored. He needed this. An RBI single. What a great job for Rhys. What a great job. Gets his average now up to 240. Hopefully this gets his confidence up. And I love that opposite field single, as I said before. I love that. So, keep it up, Ray. I mean, hopefully he can build off of this, man. I want nothing for this guy to succeed. I mean, this is a big year for him. We need the Smash Brothers, Bryce and Rhys, to step it up. I mean, more Rhys than Bryce. Bryce, we all know that Bryce is going to be fine, but Rhys ain't not so much. We need him to prove himself. Man, oh man, I was feeling good about Rhys tonight. A 3-hit night, very, very good. And even Didi Gregorius collected a 2-hit night. One of them being a 2-run home run. Rhys, Didi, 2 guys going into this game, really, really struggling with the bats, and they had themselves a very good offensive showing in this one. I mean, the home run, the RBI single, very, very good. Odubel Herrera, I understand he had a good spring, but, he's had a good spring, but he's cooled off a little bit. I know the other 0 for 3 tonight. Alec Boehm getting to knock my man Alec Boehm, the Anthony Rendon Jr. at the plate, as I always love to talk about. Whenever I bring Alec Boehm up, someone's like, look, you always talk about Anthony Rendon every single time you bring up Alec Boehm's name. Well, how can I not? Because I just see so many similarities when they're at the plate. I just see such a simple approach. I see just he's like the purest hitter I think I've ever seen. He's just I've never seen someone have such a simple approach at the plate. This guy is such a pure hitter, and I love it, and I love watching him hit. And it's just it doesn't matter. He's running on first, on second, second and third, bases loaded, nobody on. He just goes up there and just hacks. I mean, it just doesn't matter who's on base. I even saw it yesterday against, who was that against? Who did we play this year? The Tigers, right? Yeah, Tigers. Got in a double play. I understand, that was the double play, but man, that ball was a rocket. He rocketed that ball. It should have been a double play. Remember, that was the fielder's choice, the error. It should have been a double play. It would have been a double play if the first baseman wouldn't have dropped the ball. It should have been just a tailor-made double play, but man, he rocketed that ball with the bases loaded. And that's not the first time he's done that. So, this is such a simple approach. It doesn't even matter. A lot of these guys, I understand. I love Bryce. I like Rhys. JT's awesome. I love JT. These guys, when they have runners in scoring position, they're up there hacking, the helmets. More Bryce. Bryce, the helmet flying off, showing his hair, he's just over swinging these. But Alec Boehm, he's just he just goes, he's just calm, cool, and collected, and I love it. It's just it's nice to see that. It's nice to have a guy on your team that's just so relaxed at the plate. He's just so pure. He's just so pure, and I love to see it. It's one of those simple plate approaches I think I've ever seen, and I always bring that up because it's so true. I'm so impressed with this kid. It's unbelievable. I have nothing but good things to say about Alec Boehm. He's just unbelievable. Matt Joyce has solidified his job on the Phillies bench. I really think that he's definitely going to make the open day roster, not confirmed. But I think he's got it. I really, really do. He's had himself a very, very solid spring. Like I see in his. We take a look at Aaron Nola's start tonight. 6 innings, 1 hit allowed, only 1 hit. 9 strikeouts. He didn't even walk a batter. It's such control. He was getting control of his pitch tonight. He was, using the off speed. He was getting that change up. He's working with the curve. And even the fastball, too. He mixes the fastball in there. I understand that, his fastball is not overpowering. It's not like the Zach Wheeler hitting the high 90s, even timing out 100. He hits around 93 to 95. That's where he's going to time out his fastball. Not the end of the world. But, he has to change in the curve. So it's fine. We don't really need the overpowering fastball. So, I love Aaron Nola's repertoire. This guy's dangerous. He's filthy. He has good put-away pitches. I love to see it. And as you said, you might be working on this cutter. I forget who said it. It was somebody I've been reading a lot of on Twitter that he's been working on a cutter. I've also seen some interviews as well. So if he can get that, that'd be great. If he can, continue to work on that cutter, that would be something spectacular. Because we all knew. When was that? A couple of weeks ago, or maybe a week and a half ago, where he was really overusing his fastball. And why was he overusing his fastball? And there's some speculation maybe he was working on a cutter. That was maybe a possible explanation. So we don't know if that's still in the workings, but Brandon Kinsler, Tony Watson, two guys that looked very, very decent. I mean, the whole entire Phillies, pitching staff was great. I mean, we pitched a shutout here. We pitched a shutout. Alan De Los Santos, he's been great so far this spring. Hector Neris, he's been unbelievable. And as I said yesterday, the irony behind all of this is insane. It's insane. Because we went into this spring training, and the offense hasn't been completely dreadful. You have to keep in mind, we haven't seen JT yet. We hopefully might see him tomorrow. Get into that. We haven't seen JT yet. And it's spring training, as I keep reiterating before. It is spring training. You always have to keep that in the back of your head when you're watching these spring training games. You can't get too ahead of yourself. But offense hasn't been fantastic. It just hasn't. But the pitching staff has been dominant. It has been unbelievable. And the irony behind it, we go into the spring thinking, oh my gosh, this bullpen's terrible. We're all we're going to have a bad year. And, we think the offense is just going to be something spectacular. So far this spring, the offense has actually been way worse to the pitching staff. So it's just the irony behind that. As I said yesterday, it's just incredible. It's just so funny. It's just the irony behind all this is insane. And once again, I love this. I want our offense to step up a little bit. The pitching staff has done its job. Hopefully we can keep that going into regular season, now 10 days away. And speaking of number 10, now he's on my mind, JT Real Muto. Most likely getting back, and that's joining up tomorrow against the Toronto Blue Jays at Baker Ballpark, 6:05 the first pitch. JT Muto most likely will be playing tomorrow in DH. That'd be great. Hopefully that happens. Not confirmed. But Joe Girardi kind of alluded to that today. He is right on track. He's on track to, be ready for opening day. He had a little press conference and announced Aaron Nola as the opening day starter. Oh, my goodness gracious. We all knew it. The Nola haters. I said, it's spring training. Stop being so hard on this guy. And guess what? I was right. He proves all those haters wrong tonight, man. He proves all those haters wrong tonight. 6 innings, 1 hit allowed, 9 Ks. He proved all those haters wrong. Wow. Just wow. I just love that. And JT expected to be ready for opening day. Zach Eflin also expected to be ready for opening day with those back spasms. Him and Spencer with the back spasm. What's going on with that? Kind of an underrated play today. I heard a little buzz about it. Juan Rojas. Jock Fritz, friend of the pod, tweeting a couple months ago about Juan Rojas. I know the name and thinking that he's our Juan Soto. That's apparently what he said. Don't know a whole lot about this kid, but whenever I hear the next Juan Soto, that's going to grab my attention because Juan Soto is a superstar. He's a top 5 player in baseball. He's just an unbelievable talent. He's a great talent. So Juan Rojas makes an acrobatic play today in center field. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That was just, you got to go check that out. That is just outstanding. So what a great game here for the Phillies. We needed this bounce back victory. Losing the 2 games this weekend. We needed this victory. I love the Aaron Nola. 6 innings, 1 hit, 9 strikeouts, and a dominant performance. Your Phillies has the player of the game. I love the Reese Hoskins 3 hits. I love that. I love the Diego Gregorius 2-run home run. He also needed that. 2 guys going into this game, ice cold. They come out on top, and I love it. Let's go Phillies. 6:05 the first pitch tomorrow night. Another night game against the Toronto Blue Jays or the other team. Tigers, the Blue Jays, the Yankees. That's all we play. It's a 2-beat turn for the Jays. We have Zach Wheeler on the mound, 1-1 with a 4.05 ERA. Let's beat these Jays. I'm tired of losing to these guys. Let's have another Zach Wheeler great outing. How about that, huh? Let's have another Zach Wheeler great outing. Thanks so much for watching this video. Please subscribe if you haven't done yet. Please turn on the notification bell. Please like this video. Comment on this video. Share this video. Check out the social media link in the description section. At Phillies House of Instagram, TikTok, for next Instagram, card text 267-225-3392. Email with phillieshouse@gmail.com. 6:05 the first pitch tomorrow. Zach Wheeler on the mound for the Phillies. He is 1-1 with a 4.05 ERA. Let's go Phillies. Phillies defeat the Yankees tonight 4-0. Aaron Nola, 9 strikeouts. Once again, guys, thanks so much for watching. I am Luke, and I'll talk to you later. Let's go Phillies. I'll see you.